Welcome to my new Stranger Danger Self-Defense Martial Arts teaching video on Facebook. This one will show all very, very young children. If you're at the bus stop or in the front yard waiting for the bus to come pick you up from school, and somebody you don't know comes to say they need your help of some kind. Let's say you're at the bus stop waiting for your bus to come pick you up, or at your front yard. And if someone you don't know drives up saying they need your help to find this store because they don't know where to find it, do not help them and do not get close to their car especially. Why? Because adults do not need kids' help to find nothing. It is a trick to pull you into their car and take you away from your family and try to do something really bad to you. Or if they say they're a police officer wanting to help you, they need your help to find somebody who's in trouble for some kind of a crime, don't help them even if they show you a badge. Again, adults do not need kids' help to find nothing. They would talk to your parents about it. Or let's say you're at the bus stop or in your front yard and no one's around, except maybe your brothers or sisters or close friends. And someone walks up and puts you in the same side grab. What you do? Pretend they have you. And then what you can do? Use a front snap to strike either their groin or their knee or shins really hard. And while they're stunned, you can take the back hand, either knife hand chop their ear really hard, or you can take your fist to strike their groin. And while they're stunned, try to turn their hand over like this. Pretend you're throwing a baseball over your shoulder and attack the thumb. Remember, the thumb is the weakest finger in the hand. And then, pretend you're throwing a baseball, break free. Then run and yell, "Fire!" Never yell help or scream because it won't help them. It won't get attention. People are immune to help and screams. Fire can affect anybody. Watch again. You're at your bus stop and you're waiting for or you're in front yard waiting for your bus to come pick you up for school. And then all of a sudden somebody walks up, an adult, and grabs you with the same side grab. What you do? Pretend they have you. And then use the back foot to either front snap kick their groin or their knee or shins really hard. And while they're stunned, you can if you can reach them, knife hand chop their ear. Or you can punch them in the groin and make them let go. And then pretend you're throwing a baseball. Turn their hand over. Pretend you're throwing a baseball over your shoulder. Attack the thumb. Remember, it's the weakest finger in the hand. Pull up. And after you get broken free, run, yell, "Fire!" And remember, people react to fire than they do help. Now I'm going to show you one last time. Then I'll show you how to look in combat speed. Then I'm going to show you what to do if an attacker tries to grab you, like this. You're at your bus stop or in the front yard waiting for your bus to come pick you up from school. And then all of a sudden, somebody walks up, an adult, grabs you by your wrist like this. What you do? Pretend they have you. Then take your back foot to front snap kick either their groin, their knee or shins really hard, or you can take the back hand to knife hand chop their ear if you can reach. But the closest thing you can get to is their groin. Use the hammer fist to punch their groin. Once they're stunned, turn your hand over like this. Pretend you're throwing a ball over your shoulder. And remember, the thumb is the weakest finger in the hand. And then attack the thumb to break free. Then run, yell, "Fire!" Never say help or save me. It's not going to work. Yell fire because fire can affect anybody. Now here's how it's going to look in combat speed. Watch. Kia, 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 Kia! 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 Fire! That's how it's going to look in combat speed. Now, for the main event. I'm going to show you what to do. Now I'm going to show you what to do if they pick you up with the front bear hug from in front. Let's say you're at your bus stop or in your front yard waiting for the bus to come pick you up from school. And then all of a sudden, somebody walks on and picks you up like this. What you do, either if you can try to kick their groin or knees, or you can headbutt them. And as soon as they drop you, take the hammer fist to strike take your fist, strike their groin. And then you can either front snap or side kick their groin or knees. Once they're stunned, run, yell fire. And remember, people react to fire than they do help. And if you're in your front yard, go into your house, tell your parents or whoever you live with what happened, tell them to call the police, and tell them what happened. Watch again. You're in your front yard or at the bus stop. Wait for your bus to come pick you up from school. And then all of a sudden somebody picks you up like this. What you do, pretend they have you, and then you can either headbutt their forehead or front snap kick their groin or knees to make them let go. And then, as soon as they drop you, use your fist to strike their groin. Then you can either front snap or side kick their groin or knees really hard. And after you've stunned them, run, yell fire. If you're at your house, go inside, tell your parents what happened, tell them to call, or whoever you live with, tell them to call the police, tell them what happened. If you're at your bus stop, go to a store, or a close neighbor you know really well, or a close friend's house if you live by them, tell them what happened. You can go to a public place like a store or a fast food place like Burger King or McDonald's. Never go where it's deserted because it makes you an easier target. Go where there's lots of people, because if there are lots of people there, there's nothing they can do. Somebody may know who they are, and they can identify them to the police, and they can be arrested. I'm going to show you one last time, then I'm going to show you how it's going to look in combat speed, and then we'll be done. You're at your bus stop, or you're at your front yard waiting for your bus to come pick you up. And then all of a sudden, somebody you don't know walks over and picks you up like this. What you do, pretend they have you, and then either headbutt them in their forehead, or front snap kick their groin or knees or shins until they drop you. Then after they drop you, take your fist to strike their groin. And then after that, you can either front snap or side kick their groin or knees really hard. And if you're at your if you're in your front yard, go in your house, tell your parents or whoever you live with to call the police, tell them what happened. Or if you're by a store like Food Lion or the dollar store, or maybe the gas station, or a fast food place like McDonald's or Burger King, go there, tell them to call the police and tell them what happened. Or go to a close friend or neighbor you know, if they're right by you, go to their house, tell them to call the police, tell them what happened. Never ever go where it's deserted, because if you do, it makes you an easy target. Go where there's lots of people, because if you go where there's lots of people, there's nothing they can do, because there'll be witnesses, and then somebody may know who this person is, and they can call the police. They can identify him to the police, and they can be arrested. Now here's how it's going to look in combat speed. Kia, 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 fire. That's how it's going to look in combat speed. Thank you for watching my new Stranger Danger self-defense martial arts teaching video on Facebook. And remember, kids, what I told you. Remember, if you're at your front yard, If you're in your front yard or at the bus stop and someone you don't know asks you for help, and you don't know this person, do not help them. Remember, adults do not need kids' help to find nothing. It is a trick to pull you into their car so they can take you away from your family and do something really bad to you. And remember, if someone drives up and says they're a police officer and they show you a badge, do not fall for it. Say if they need your help to ask about a crime. Remember, adults do not need kids' help to find nothing. They would question your parents, not a young child. Remember what I just said. And have a fun and safe school year to all children and teens, and to all parents. Teach your children this stuff what I just showed you. Have a fun and safe school year. And next Monday, I'll be doing another one. If a stranger drives up and tries to grab you from behind with a back bear hug and pick you up. And I'm going to show you some other tricks which you have to watch out for as well. Be ready for that video tomorrow. Till then, on Facebook. And tomorrow I'll be doing a bodybuilding performance video on Instagram. Be ready for those videos till then. Till then, I'll see you next time. May God be with all children always.